Hi, welcome to my Mathcast. The intended audience is for 5th graders. The objective is to divide 2- and 3-digit dividends by multiples of 10 with single-digit quotients and make connections to a written method, created by Megan Hart. We'll begin by going over some vocabulary, and the first word is multiple. Multiple is a number that is the product of a given whole number and any other whole number. A number that may be divided by a given number without a remainder. For example, 3, 6, and 12 are multiples of 3. Here we have 3, 6, and 9 are multiples of the number 3. Next we have remainder. The remainder is the number that's left over when one whole number is divided by another whole number, such as in the example. In this division problem, 3 went into 14 4 times, but not evenly. There was a remainder of 2 left over. The quotient is the result or an answer in division, the number of times one quantity goes into another. In the example, 2 went into 8 4 times, so the quotient is 4. Our last word is estimate. Sometimes in math, we have to make an estimate in order for us to be able to figure out a problem. I think there are 110 gumballs in the machine. It gives us a starting point. An estimate is a close guess of an actual value, usually based on some thought or rough calculation to make an approximate or rough count, measurement, or calculation. Before we dive into division, it helps to do some skip counting and multiplication. Since we're going to be making estimates of how many times a number went into another number, it helps to remind them. So we can do some practice with the students, such as we're going to say out loud, skip counting the number 9. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, and so on. And that way later on, if they come across a problem that's maybe, say, they have the number 85. How many times does 9 go into 85? Well, if they do the skip counting, they're going to remember that it goes in 9 times, but we have a remainder of 4 left over. In this first exercise, we are dividing a double-digit number by another double-digit number and checking our work. So this first one is done for us. We're dividing and then checking. 41 divided by 30. The student put 30 into the number 41 one time, and we subtracted, and we have a remainder of 11. 30 couldn't go in that again, so the remainder was 11. And we check our work by multiplying 30 times this number here equals 30. We took this 30 and we added what that remainder was and got 41, which checks. In our next problem, we have 80 divided by 30. And the student can think of multiples of 30. 30, 60, 90. Okay, so we know that it's not going to go in more than twice. Maybe a visual will help us figure it out. So by using a strip graph, we have the first strip graph is the whole, 80. Now how many times can 30 go into 80? Now if this is 30 right here, and we have another 30 right here, so this last section here is not large enough to fit another 30. So we're going to say that our estimate is 2. That 30 can go into 80 2 times. So let's write out the algorithm to say 80 divided by 30. And we're going to say, okay, went in there twice. So 2 times 30. And we put our 60 here. Subtract that. What we have left over is 20. And now 30 cannot go into 20. So our remainder is 20. And we want to check our work. And we can do that by saying, okay, 30 times 2 plus the remainder. So we begin by writing 30 times 2 equals 60. And then we say 60 plus what's left over, there's the remainder, equals 80. So our answer checks out. So we know that the answer is 80 divided by 30 is 2 with a remainder of 20. Now that we've practiced some division, we're going to get into something a little more complicated that takes a little more thinking with a longer number. Terry says the solution to 299 divided by 40 is 6, with a remainder of 59. His work is shown below. Explain Terry's error in thinking, and then find the correct quotient. So Terry did a division problem here where he divided 40 into 299. It went in 6 times, and then he subtracted that answer and came up with a remainder of 59. Now we already know 40 can go into that one more time at least, right? So we're going to check that out. So as Terry was saying that 40 times 6 was 240. Remember skip counting, we counted by 40s, we'd know one more 40 times 7 was 280. Let's try 280. Let's say that 40 right here goes into the 7 times. Okay, well, 7 times 40 was 280. What's left over? Bring down the 9. Bring down this 1, 19. Okay, great. So 40 can't go into 19. So then we know that it's 7 with a remainder of 19. And let's check our answer. 40 times 7 equaled 280. And then we take this and we say 280 plus our remainder, 19, equals 299. That checks out. So we know that 40 goes into 299 7 times with a remainder of 19. So Terry just didn't do it enough times. So in the future, you just look to say, okay, if I have this number, can I put it in there any more times? If not, then you have your answer. In this last example, we're given a word problem, and we have to figure out the equation ourselves to find the answer. So if a number was divided by 80, and it has a quotient of 7 with a remainder of 4, we need to find that number. So let's break that apart. We're looking for a number. It was divided by 80, and the quotient answer of that was 7. So we need to do the opposite of that. We need to say, okay, the opposite of division is multiplication. And if the answer was it was divided by 80 and it equaled 7, then we want to say 80 times 7. And that's going to be 0. And then 8 times 7, our skip counting would have helped here, is 56. Okay, now we have one more step because there was still a remainder of 4 that was left over. So what do? We add that remainder because there was 4 left over, so we have to say plus 4 more. So that's 564. So we can check our answer by saying, what is 564 divided by 80? If we put it into there 7 times, it's 560. Yep, and that checks out. So the number that we were looking for, a number divided by 80 that has a quotient of 7 with a remainder of 4, find the number. That number was 564. Thank you for watching my Mathcast. I hope that you enjoyed it. Resources for this project were taken from the Engage New York website for grade 5, and images for the skip counting were taken from teacherspayteachers.com, and the vocabulary was taken from the Math Learning application. This project was created by Megan Hart. Thank you.